Hey friends, I told you at greeting time that we were going to work on shapes today, and I know that our class at least has seen these before because we did a small group. So I have the shapes that Miss Michelle made for us, and I have some craft sticks that we can use with them. I'm going to leave the craft sticks up here actually. So the shapes we have are square, star, triangle, rhombus or diamond, and rectangle. So those are the main shapes we're going to work on today. And we're going to talk about what makes a rectangle first. So let's talk about rectangle. This rectangle has 4 sides. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know it's a rectangle because it has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. So it also has 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, to make this with popsicle sticks, we need to use 2 popsicle sticks for the long sides, so that it makes it longer. So I'm going to put this down on my table, and I'm going to put a stick here and a stick here. Actually, I'm going to turn it around so that the word is the right side up to you. And I know when we did this at school, you guys were all concerned about using the same color as the mat, but I don't care about that. So I'm building my rectangle. That one seems to be kind of, I don't know, something wrong with it.
It's wiggly.
I'm going to switch it out. I think whoever drew this, their sides were not equal. They're sticks. And then I'm going to put one on the bottom.
Or they had smaller sticks than you do.
No, she gave these to me, so I don't know. Okay, so we have we have a rectangle here, and it has 4 sides. So let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. And and it has 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I'm wondering if you can somehow make a rectangle with your hands. I don't know if that's possible.
This, and then this, and then...
That's my daughter talking, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a rectangle. Look, that's hard to do. It kind of hurts my hand to hold it this way. But I have 4 sides and 4 corners. Okay, so that was our rectangle. We're going to move on to a different shape. We're going to work on our rhombus next, or diamond is the word you know by, but the mathematical name for diamond is rhombus. Now, a rhombus has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, just like a rectangle, but if you're looking at a rectangle,
it's upside down.
if you're looking at a rectangle, their corners are very squarish, I guess you could say, where these corners look more like, almost like a triangle. So it's squished. A diamond is pretty much a squished square, or a rhombus is pretty much a squished square. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides for the rhombus, and 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. So I'm going to build my rhombus. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see my doggies behind me. She likes to sit behind me a lot. 1. She likes to cause trouble.
You're causing problems, baby.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. so I'm going to clear this board. And let's see if you can make a diamond with your hand. Let's see. It kind of works. So my daughter said to do it this way. Kind of, maybe like this. Does that look like a rhombus to you?
Mm-hmm.
Can you say the word rhombus at home? Please say the word rhombus.
Rhombus.
My daughter is also going to do it with us. Okay. My next shape is a triangle.
Wow.
So a triangle has 3 sides and 3 corners. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 sticks down for our triangle. So you know it's a triangle always if you can put 3 sides, if it has 3 sides and it has 3 corners. Can you make a triangle with your hands? I can. I'm trying. Does it look like a triangle to you guys?
Looks more like a Hershey Kiss.
My daughter likes chocolate. Okay.
No, I like candy.
The next shape we're going to make is a star. A star, well, this star has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I count this one already? 10.
Well, it's 5 points.
Yeah.
So
And it has 5 corners. 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're also kind of corners, but then it has outer corners. The star is a little different. So I'm going to build my star. 1. And I'm going to have to be a little bit less exact because these sticks are a lot bigger than my mat, aren't they?
what are you doing back there?
So my star is going to look a little funky, but that's okay. So I have so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to put 8. Did I not count right? 9. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I missed one the last time. Jeez, oh Pete's. Okay, so, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And that makes it a star. Now we're going to move on to another shape. This shape also has 4 sides and 4 corners. It's a square. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. And you know it's a square because all the sides are the same. So like with a rectangle, there's 2 long sides and 2 short sides. And with the rhombus, it's like a squished square. But with the rectangle, you know it's a rectangle because it's, a square, you know it's a square because it's not squished and it doesn't have, all the sides look the same. So let's build our square. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's count our sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it has 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, could you make a square? We did our square, we did our rectangles. Now, I'm going to challenge you for this one. I'm going to take a square and try to make a triangle, or not a triangle. Try to make a rectangle with my squares. How could we make a rectangle with squares? So I've got 4 sides, but they're all the same. Now, if I wanted to make a rectangle out of squares, I could make a rectangle using 2 squares. Now it has 2 long sides, and I'm just gonna leave that there because I am using two squares. But this really isn't a side anymore because it's in the middle. So there's 2 squares, but now they make a rectangle. 2 long sides and 2 short sides. And it still has 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what other shapes could we use? We could make using, what shapes can you use? Oh my, Miss Marlene is tripping over words. What shapes could you make using other shapes? So I just made a rectangle out of 2 squares. I'm wondering if I can make a square out of some shapes. So I have a triangle shape, and it's not exactly equal because I don't have the sticks aren't all the same size. But this is a triangle. 1, 2, 3 corners, and 1, 2, 3 sides. But now I'm going to change it. I wish I had brought home my Magna-Tiles. Maybe I can get back in school and bring the Magna-Tiles here, and I could show you using Magna-Tiles in a different small group. Maybe that'll be one of the things I work on. So here's one triangle. Let's do it this way. And here's another triangle, right? 1, 2, 3 sides. Now I'm going to push them together. And when you push them together, you end up with a square. So we took 2 triangles and we put them together to make a square. So now it has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and 4 corners. So 2 triangles can make a square. 2 squares can make a rectangle. What else could we make? We don't have a map for it, but there's something called a pentagon. And a pentagon has 5 sides. So I'm going to make it. Now this is a pentagon. Now, what does that pentagon kind of look like to you? To me, a pentagon kind of looks like a house, right? But what shapes did we use to make this pentagon? Can you see? If you put a triangle and a square together, you get a pentagon. And a pentagon looks like a house. So let's count how many sides our pentagon has again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, and it has 5 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you can use a triangle and a square to make a pentagon. What other shapes can we make? I was thinking earlier of the star. So the star has, the 5-pointed star has 5 points and 10 sides. But I noticed that it kind of looked, the star kind of looked like triangles all put together. There's one part of her. There's another part. Gotta move it over. So I'm going to take all these triangles. and put them together to make a star. So that's another shape that you could make using other shapes. Different kind of shapes. Is this still a 5 point?
Yes.
Yeah. Just want to make sure I'm not teaching you guys the wrong thing. So look, I have how many triangles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles that helped make a star. But if you look in the middle of our triangle, this is a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you put stars together, you can make, not stars. If you put triangles together, you can make a star. And there's a pentagon that ends up in the middle of them. So that's pretty neat. I don't think we could really make a circle using these sticks, but we can try, only because a circle has no corners. And these sticks, now if we had a pipe cleaner like in our room that we made our bracelets with, you could make a circle. But you can't really make a circle with sticks because it makes edges, see? So that's why we're not building a circle, because a circle has no sides really, and it has no corners. How many minutes is that?
16.
16? Okay. So I'm going to end, oh, you know what, I'm not going to end. We're going to do one more shape. I was showing you how 2 squares can make a rectangle. Do you think we could use rectangles to make a square? I bet you we could. So I'm going to build a rectangle. Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure you guys can see this okay, because I'm not using a white mat. So when you're using the mats, we need 2 long sides and 2 short sides for our rectangle. So there's our rectangle. 1 side, 2 sides, 3 and 4. And it has 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I am going to build another rectangle. And we can see if we put them together, if it makes a square. So I'm going to slide one over. And look, it made a square because all the sides are now the same length.
Sort.
Don't knock me.
It's not your fault.
So because we're using popsicle sticks, it's not exact, but as you can see, we used 2 rectangles because it has 2 long sides, 2 short sides, and another rectangle. When you put them together, then we have 2 popsicle sticks, 2 popsicle sticks, 2 popsicle sticks, which means that they're equal sides. So all the sides are the same now to make a square. So 2 rectangles made a square. So let's see, we did a rectangle using 2 squares. We did a pentagon using a square and a triangle. We did a square using 2 triangles. We made a square using 2 rectangles. And we made a star using 5 triangles and a pentagon. So you can try to do this at home if you don't have sticks. Maybe you can try drawing lines. It's just all straight lines and you just put them together. And you can try doing that at home. Bye.